My Firestone tires and inner tubes finally arrived. I purchased them through Coker Tire Online, and it took 3 months to get here. Partly because of the supply chain problems and the pandemic. But they're here now. And the box of inner tubes. Next, an appointment with Les Schwab Tires.
Randy's on his way to Les Schwab's to get his new tires put on the Model A. Safe travels.
Hope this goes well. Morning rush hour, Sequim, Washington. There we are. In the third bay. Well, there's more rubber than there are. Oh, they're double. Right.
No, it's like there's 5 of them here.
So evidently there needs to be a band that goes between the wheel and the inner tube. I wasn't aware of that. But if the old ones are there, they said they can probably reuse them.
So they like to preserve the white walls in transit so they don't get the oil on them. But yours are all black walls, so it's probably just standard procedure.
Is it me, or are they narrower? Do they get wider when it's inflated?
Yeah, they get wider.
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
Yeah, the sidewalls are all punched in, but they spread out.
Okay.
Once you air them up and get the tube in them and get them seated on the wheel.
And that's the one with the bent spoke. Two-piece lug nuts.
Yeah, so you have the lug here, and then you have the conical seat washer there. So the lug nut fits inside that washer, and this is what sits inside the wheel, is that little washer.
Are they still usable?
Yes.
The gentleman who inspected these tires here for me said that they don't inflate the spare tire because you won't be able to get it off the fender. You inflate it first and put it in, but don't inflate it when it's there. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
There goes some old air.
This is just more for aesthetics, I believe. This has all 5 on there.
Okay. Different lug nuts for the spare tire then, huh?
Oh, well, these 3 are the same, the ones that hold it to the plate, but the 2 outer ones, yeah, are a little different. We have to deflate it anyway, so let's go ahead and see if that helps.
I wonder if over time just that cover got kind of glued itself onto the fender.
Yeah, this doesn't go anywhere. It's pretty much solid.
Yeah. And it's off. Yeah, some of those parts are in the fell into the cover.
Yeah, into the cover.
You know, I probably should have ordered a new cover.
Yeah, this one might be a little hard to untie. Get the action.
Those are parts you need, aren't they?
Yeah, this one is not so much. The valve core. We got plenty of those hanging around. We can replace it.
What would cause those to bend?
Jeez, I would say impact. However, there's no scuffs on the paint or whatnot. So maybe just maybe weight of some sort. I need that. Thank you.
There's another one there too.
Yeah, I might have to poke them out.
Yeah. Did all that dirt come from my rig?
No. Probably some previous leftover.
Good. The little cap there is loose.
So we might be able to pry out some of the prongs though and get it a little tighter.
Kind of looks like it was.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a mold was put in there to hold it tight.
I
Did
wonder.
you care to hold on to it?
You suppose the spare's got a better one?
Yeah, it does.
So given a loose hubcap, we're going to swap the one on the spare.
Yeah, that one fits on nice.
Well, it makes sense when you have the tire off, you have access to them. Hard to believe it's February. Although they say the cold's coming again. Not sticking, is it? See these little tabs here, some of them are bent over, so it won't hang on to the wheel. I might need to order some reproductions. But they spin around, the hubcap can spin around, it won't, hopefully won't jump off.
Yeah, hopefully it won't. We might, I mean, it might not be a bad investment to get some newer ones with some stiffer prongs.
Yep, I think that's going to be on my Christmas list.
The band I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But that one seems to be in fair conditions.
A band. Interesting.
I don't think I'd be able to get that one off, but
so the band itself is rubber.
Yep. It just kind of stops the tube from resting right on the wheel where rust can build up.
Yeah.
Because if rust builds up, it can adhere to the tube and it's harder to get them out and replace them in the future. They both appear to be the same on either side. You don't have a preference?
Well, I guess if it says Firestone on either side, it doesn't matter. I want to be able to see the DOT code.
Okay, perfect. I'll do the DOT code up and the DOT is on one side.
Actually, that's how they determined they needed to be replaced. They're 2014, I think. So I learned a trick here, putting the tube in first before you inflate it. Makes it a lot easier. Now doing the math, the old tires were put in 2014, so it's 2022, 8 years. I don't know that I'll be replacing these tires again. There she goes. Putting in the valve stem.
Don't have the right angle. What we're going to have to do is take an angle there, Chuck, to get it up to 35. One way or another will make it happen. That's 35 right there, alrighty. One down. We need to do some better fluids than that. Numero 2.
tire number 3.
This one's probably the oldest. It's the spare.
Oh yeah, that was the spare. Yeah, you see all the.
Yeah, crap. I don't know how to read that date code that old. It's probably from 90 or 80 or.
Shows you what happens just from time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Deterioration all over there.
Otherwise, it's an identical wheel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the spare tire that we're going to use as one of the main tires. Oh, that doesn't have a band in it.
Oh no, it does have a band, the old one.
Oh, okay.
Very old one.
Well, in your opinion, is it still okay for...
Oh yeah. Get some of this rust off for you. You might want to get a band on this one and see where it's...
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
That's not acceptable. Crap. Looks like it needs a new wheel.
Yeah, it's corroding away inside there pretty good.
So we're gonna have to put an old tire on this in order to make it look okay. They're gonna go back on the spare tire wheel because it's starting to rust. It's not really usable. I'm gonna have to order a new wheel too. Put the tire cover back on the original spare.
Good, a little bit. That makes a noise.
Well, that's got a lug on it too. I guess it needs to be loose so you can line it. Little finesse it's got on the mount there. Yeah, it's a much better condition wheel, but this one has bent spokes, so it needs to be replaced. And the spare wheel. Slip in the inner tube first before inflating it. How's that hubcap? Is that one better?
It doesn't move.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that one's good.
Okay, that's right. I need a couple of hubcaps too. And that tightens up the cover a little bit.
Yeah.
The bent spoke tire will go on its original location, and when I get the new wheels, I'll be back. If I get too many new things, it's going to make the main vehicle look really old. Well, I have it in gear and the emergency brake on, so clearly that doesn't impact the front.
wheel.
First goes on that little sleeve. It's almost like a washer.
Exactly.
I wonder what would happen if you didn't use it. The lug would fall off.
It probably wouldn't have the appropriate seat that it needs to,
Yeah.
and that can cause for extra vibration over time, and yeah, it can result into a loose wheel.
If one of them was missing, would you have been able to replace it?
You know, it would be a tough find.
I'm wondering if I should order some new lug nuts.
order some. Yeah, I'm sure you can probably get them with the washer built into them, so they're not two-piece.
That said, did you find any that looked problematic?
I did not, no, but we have a little problem here. This one looks like the wheel stud is the wheel stud might have came loose. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that lug nut is not wanting to stay on properly.
So it was the lug nut as opposed to
Yep, the stud, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it's not even catching onto the thread. It just slides right on through all the threads.
Okay.
I should have a replacement.
So what is the torque you're doing?
I'm setting it at 95 foot-pounds.
Okay. That's based on the lug size, huh?
The thread pitch of the lug nuts. Yep.
Thread pitch the lug.
You always want to do a star pattern to start off with. I think you might have another bad lug.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that one's not tightened up. I'll have to replace that one too.
All 4 tires have been replaced. And as you saw, we discovered some things that need to be fixed.
Oh yeah. So I normally torque this one down to like 45 foot-pounds.
Well, thank you for letting me stick around and take video of this.
Of course.
It was actually educational for me, if that's all I use it for.
Good, good.
All finished. Back in the barn, letting it run out of fuel. Are you gonna stop, Bessie? There she goes.